we're done. We've sold our house.
Does that mean we've agreed to definitely the 14th?
Definitely the 14th. There you go.
Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Dan.
This is Savannah.
And we're the Travel Bugs. What's up guys, finally we are here as requested. Your YouTube just got that little bit better.
So 1 year ago we made the big decision to sell our house, all our belongings and move into our van full time.
And this is how it started. Right guys, it's the 14th of July and as you can see behind us, it's moving out or moving in day. It's really exciting times, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Can't believe it's actually happening now. So yeah, we're going to hit the road. First off to see my dad, a quick stop, and then up to Scotland. So very exciting.
See you there. Hey. Morning. I know you're thinking, it's a funny look in Scotland. Well, that's because it isn't. We're back on my dad's drive in the East Midlands.
Yeah, well come join us for a walk and we'll tell you what happened.
So our first night on the road was a little bit traumatic, some would say. We had a couple of interesting experiences which we've put down to teething problems.
Yeah, so we found a place to wild camp. It'll be our first night wild camping of the trip. We found it on Park for Night, great app. Didn't quite check all of the reviews, so we just headed on there. It was a great location, just not too far off the M6. Yeah, we came along this like single track road. It was really skinny, like the stone walls either side, really quite narrow, so it was a bit dodge. Squeaky bum time basically for Dan driving down there.
We obviously parked up, got set up, feeling really stressed. It was time for some food. Now when we packed all of our stuff out of the house, it was quite a rush thing because you can't just box things up, move into a house and unbox it at your own leisure. It was everything we need. It needs to be unpacked and put away into the motorhome. So all of our shelves were packed full with way too much stuff. Oil was right at the back of the cupboard, obviously. So I've reached into the cupboard and lifted it out, as you do, and off pops the lid. All over me, all down my t-shirt, all over the worktops, and all over the floor.
So another issue we encountered was the makeshift bed that Dan has made out of the bunk. So it's what we pull out into like a very small double bed for Savannah to sleep on. When we pulled that out we realised it was broken. The hinges were a bit weak and that it like dropped. So basically when you pulled the bench out, it basically pulled the whole wooden frame out of the side of the motorhome. So that was broken and poor Savannah had to sleep on that because it was no way going to hold either Dan or I's weight. So Savannah was sleeping on that, bless her, but we knew we'd have to come back and get that sorted.
Then there's the great idea of having a compostable toilet. A toilet that composts all your manure and takes all of the smell out of the motorhome, except someone didn't connect the hosing correctly. And in between the external fan and the internal fan there was a 10mm gap, cavity in the wall, and the smell of the madras, should we say, was being pumped all over the motorhome's cavity walls.
Then we came to wash the pots, turned on the tap, had a bit of cold water come through, turn the tap round to get the hot water, and the water stopped coming through. No hot water, no water at all coming out the hot tap. It transpires that the boiler's broken, not working. That's also linked with the radiator that we've got there for our heating. So we tested that, that didn't work either. So that's no hot water, that means no washing pots, no showers, and yeah, no heating if it got cold. Dear.
So yeah, it wasn't the best start to van life, lads. It was a little bit stressful. Thankfully, we're all sorted now. Everything's fine and working well, touch wood. But we aren't going to Scotland now. We only have a few weeks until a family member gets married, and we're really looking forward to that. And having a little last la-di-da with fam before heading around Europe for a longer period of time, and more videos to come on that. But yeah, teething problems, what can I say? And 1 year down the line, we are finally back in sunny old Sutton Bonington.
And we've got 365 days of van life to share with you. So where actually have we been?
Well, in our last year, we've travelled through 14 different countries, and we started off going to Wales and Scotland, testing the waters, as you've just seen. We came back for a family wedding, and then we headed to Europe.
Yeah, we did a 2-month trip, taking us through the likes of France, Germany, Slovenia, down as far as Albania before getting a ferry to Italy, and then heading back home through, the same countries. Then we were home for Christmas.
Home for Christmas, where we was all ill for a solid month. We're so glad we came home.
Yay!
Earned a little bit of money, and then headed to Spain and Portugal for winter.
Yeah, it was lovely. So we had 3 months across those 2 countries, and then we've been back since May.
Since May.
Yeah, and it's July now, and we're just getting ready to head off again at the end of the summer holidays.
But we'll tell you about that in the next video. So why did we sell our house, and why have we moved into a motorhome full time? Well, first of all, to travel. Second of all, to spend more time as a family.
Yeah.
For me, as a bricklayer, you go out every day. When it's hot, you're fighting the elements as well as working hard. When it's cold, you're fighting the elements as well as working hard. And when you come home, you just don't have the energy that you want to have to give to your family. So for me, that was a real big thing, being able to spend some more time with my family. So
absolutely, we've got Savannah, she's 3 now, so when we moved into the van she just turned 2, so we were having these talks for a while as she was obviously a little baby. It just made sense, we wanted to spend more time together. We love travelling, we already had our motorhome because we bought it as our honeymoon present instead of going away. Yeah, so it kind of just all made sense, and then we made a decision to sell the house and most of our belongings because it just financially made sense rather than trying to rent out.
And here we are. Sometimes you just gotta say, I'm gonna go for it. So we did it.
Take that leap.
Yeah, it was a tough transition, to be fair. It was nice being close together, but that was what made it quite tough, is you are in the small vicinity of a van 24/7, and if you need some space, you just don't have it.
Yeah, and then obviously throw in the mix, you've got a 2-year-old, 2 small dogs. So yeah, it's not the easiest, but it's what we wanted, it's what we're enjoying. I won't change it for the world, to be honest.
Yeah, and over time we've sort of learned when each other needs that little bit of space. You know,
yeah, we both get breaks.
I go out and have a run, Anna goes out and reads a book or goes on a walk, or just different little bits where we're getting used to it. And
yeah, it's learning to give each other that time, because it's not like you can just go into a separate room and close the door or what have you. So yeah,
going back into a house now, we've house sat for a few people, and it just feels weird. It's just too big. We love our van, so
I do. I absolutely love living in such a small space. I think a lot of people that don't own a motorhome or haven't travelled in this kind of way before kind of find that strange, that we could live in such a small space, but I absolutely love it. Obviously you miss certain elements of having a house, like having easy access to a washing machine and some of those like mod cons that we're obviously used to.
Unlimited shower water.
Yeah, unlimited hot water, stuff like that. But no, I still wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely love this lifestyle.
Me too. So coming your way, we've got tons of great content, from top 5 Amazon buys to top 5 van essentials, our off-grid setup, what's it like with animals, what's it like travelling with a 3-year-old, and next travel plans, and plenty other good stuff. So if you want to follow our journey,
hit that subscribe button,
like, subscribe and comment below. Stick your thumb up.
So where have we been, Dan? I think you should just waffle on and I could just sit here and look at the camera, not the lens.
Great content.
Really great content.